Take 3. Ladies and gentlemen, how are you? If you are looking for a quick de-stressor, how to cope when things get stressful, you've come to the right place. Please stay tuned. My name is Kai Graham. I am travelling through London in the back of a cab, so excuse the sort of the quality. But I am a parenting specialist. My mission is to support parents so that together we can build a mentally healthier and happier generation of young people. And so these stress busters and these takeaways are so important so that you can use them and you can share them with your kids. I help through not only doing these Toolbox Takeaways, but I also help through my book, The Teen Toolbox, my online app, which is free and downloadable at all various app stores that you use in your world, and through my coaching programs and my online courses. So let's get on with it. What do you do when the going gets tough? Well, I'll tell you, I was privy to this morning. I live on the island of Ireland, and it's been a bumper weekend for us. We have had the golf, the Open Championship in Royal Portrush, and so there were a lot of people coming back from Royal Portrush and from the north coast and using Belfast City Airport. So when I arrived, the queues were going out the door. And the result of that was people were getting checked in late. And the result of that was people were getting cross. I actually, I thankfully sort of fists weren't raised, but people were shouting and yelling and swearing and at one another, why Lord alone knows, but also at the check-in staff, which is quite clearly unacceptable, to the point that one of the ladies said to the assembled multitude, anyone that swears again is going to be forbidden from flying. It was as simple as that. So nerves were frayed. So after a while, and finally, I got to the check-in desk, and I sort of gave this young girl a sort of hearty smile, and you could tell she was visibly shaken. She was used to Monday morning sort of hassles, but I don't think she was, well, not maybe she was used to it, but she didn't appreciate being spoken to the way she had been spoken to. It was unacceptable. And I looked at her and I sort of said, typical Monday morning. She said, yes, but this is worse. And her bottom lip started going. And I thought, how can I help this girl? And I said, right, have you got a pen there? And she looked at me and she went, yes. And I sort of said, I know there's a queue here, but this will take 1 minute. So just listen to me and take a deep breath. And she was taking my details and she was checking me in. I said, just take a deep breath. And I said, right, put your pen between your teeth. Like that. Okay? And this is what I asked you to do. It's a de-stressor and it takes a minute. I said, put your pen between your teeth and just breathe. And keep your mouth open. Keep your mouth open so that, it's a bit like, it's a fake smile basically. And what this does is it tells the brain, everything's okay here, thanks very much, everything's fine, I'm doing all right. It might be stressful, but I've got this, I've got control, I'm on top of this. Okay? And this is what you do. And what it does, what the brain does, is it starts releasing the serotonin and the oxytocin, the good hormones. It makes you feel better. It tells the brain, everything's all right, I'm having a happy time because I'm smiling. Okay? And so it pumps the body with good hormones that sort of, I think, probably start diluting the bad hormones. And it's just a trick. It's a trick of the, it tricks the brain into thinking that things are going well, if that makes sense. And this poor girl was struggling. And there was a massive queue behind me, so she wasn't going anywhere fast. So I said to her, just keep this. I said, obviously, when you've got to speak to passengers, take the pen out, but pop it in when you're just putting the labels on, and just so your brain thinks that everything's going okay. Because she was stressed, she was having a shitty morning. it was not fair. It wasn't her fault. This was the whole point. And everyone got their flight, for goodness sake. You know, Flight B weren't going to leave people behind. But everyone was just getting arsey. And I wanted to go on the tannoy and sort of say, guys, you're just ruining a great weekend. Come on here. You know, Shane Lowry's won the Open. Ireland are celebrating, and you're just being dicks. And it wasn't fair on the staff. And it wasn't fair on, you know, each of the one another as passengers. We should be setting a good example. There were kids there. Anyway, that's the point. My point is, when you're feeling stressful, it's called the pencil test. And put a pencil in your mouth, and it tricks the brain that everything's okay at the ranch. And it tells the brain, okay, I'm good, I'm happy, I'm smiling. And it allows you to just stop flooding the brain with happy hormones, because that's what we want, right? And so I checked my bags in, and I sort of, you know, just sort of, as I was about to leave, and she just looked at me, bless her, and she said, thank you so much. She said, I hope this helps, but the very fact that you tried to help me made a big difference. And that's all we've got to do, isn't it, really, is help one another. So if you're having a stressful time, if your kids are, I don't know, stressing out, I mean, it's a bit late now, but when they're facing exams, or if you're sitting at your desk and someone's being horrid to you, or if you've got something stressful going on, put this in your mouth. And just breathe and take it easy, and know that this too shall pass. Okay? Now, if you like this, please like or subscribe or follow whatever platform you're seeing this on, because I endeavour to release a Toolbox Takeaway every day. I didn't do one yesterday because it was my birthday, but I tell you what, I might do a double whammy. I've got quite a lot of meetings this afternoon, but I might do a double whammy. I might do one in the evening, so I sort of play catch up. But I hope this helps. Any comments, drop them in the comments box, because it's always good to hear from you, and I answer every comment that's left, so hey ho, there's a challenge. So much love. I hope you have a good day, better than, you know, I hope it sort of starts off well, and I hope that the young lady that I met in the queue today is able to have a slightly easier afternoon than she did a morning. Much love, and I shall speak to you soon. Bye bye.